3-round mock draft time. What better place to start than the team with the number one pick in the NFL draft, the Tennessee Titans? They have already come out and said that they will not bypass an elite player just to shoehorn a quarterback in. I look for Tennessee to be a big player on Minnesota quarterback Sam Darnold. I don't know that he will be as elite away from Kevin O'Connell as he's been anywhere else, but the place that makes the most sense is with the Tennessee Titans. They have plenty of money. I don't love any of the quarterbacks in this class, and it allows them to take the best player in this draft at number one. I'm Jeremy Green of NFLDraft.net. Find all of our player rankings, mock drafts, all the things you could possibly want with the NFL Draft leading up to the 2025 NFL Draft at NFLDraft.net.
I get knocked down, I get back up.
The Sportsocracy.
And I'm unapologetic.
We're going 3-round mock draft, only 2 picks for the Tennessee Titans, and the first one, number 1 overall, and I have them taking Abdul Carter, pass rusher out of Penn State. As soon as I heard the new administration of the Tennessee Titans say that they would not bypass an elite prospect at number 1, the first thought I had was Abdul Carter. In the playoffs, he was an absolute wrecking crew. One-man band. He's as good of a pass rusher as I've seen in a long, long time. 91.2 PFF grade this past season, 92.3 pass rush grade, 22.8% pass rush win rate. This is the kind of player that you only get the opportunity at once really in a lifetime. I think he can stand up in a 3-4, be the primary piece of this Tennessee defense. And look, I think that's how they're going to win games. In the very beginning of this rebuild with the new administration, I think you win by playing good defense. They invested a lot in the secondary last year with L'Jarius Sneed, Chidobe Awuzie. Didn't get a lot out of those guys the first year. I think you will see better returns in year 2, especially if you're able to add a high-end pass rusher, which is exactly what Abdul Carter is. If I really had any negative on him, he's not the best tackler that I've ever seen in my life. He's freakishly athletic. He was on the Bruce Feldman freak list, 4'4", 840, 4.35 shuttle, power clean 350 pounds. This kid is just not really of this world. And the craziest part, he's not even a developed prospect yet. He's not fully figured out his arsenal of weapons and the way he's going to win at the next level. That's the scariest part. He's beating great offensive linemen now, and he's not even a finished prospect. He's my number 1 player in the class. He's a 96 grade for me, which is almost as high as I've ever had. I've only had 2 98s in my 15 years of doing this. Abdul Carter's a 96, and I think he would be an absolute stud for the Tennessee Titans at number 1. That's who I have them taking, Abdul Carter, edge rusher out of Penn State. Now we go to pick number 35 with them in the second round. I've already said I think they will go Sam Darnold or a more veteran competitor for Will Levis, or they'll come run it back with Will Levis again. I don't really know. I just don't like this quarterback class, and I don't think having the opportunity to take an elite player, you're going to bypass that for a Cam Ward. But whoever plays quarterback, you're going to have to give them weapons. Nick Westbrook-Akine and Tyler Boyd, both free agents. I think they bring back Westbrook. Tyler Boyd, I highly doubt it, but they still need an over-the-top weapon. I get that for him at number 35. Matthew Golden out of Texas. This kid is what Isaiah Bond was promised to be. Really good over the top. One of the better deep ball receivers in this draft class. I think he is a little undersized. He's 6 foot 195. The grades on him are not special, but then you really get into the nitty gritty of him. 438 deep yards. That was 30th in all of college football. And that was with all the weapons they had at Texas. 61.1% contested catch rate. That's incredibly high for a deep ball receiver, but I've seen enough out of Matthew Golden playing out wide. He can play in the slot. He really can do about anything. Almost 1,000-yard receiver. Yards per reception, he was at 17 yards per catch last year at Texas. I think this is exactly the kind of player, whether it's Will Levis, whether it's Sam Darnold, whoever the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, that is what they need next year to take a step forward offensively. They would still have more picks in day 3, but their third-round pick goes to the Kansas City Chiefs from the L'Jarius Sneed trade. So that's the only 2 picks that I have for the Tennessee Titans in this 3-round mock draft. In the comments, let me know what you think. If there's a player that you want to know how they would fit with the Tennessee Titans, feel free to chuck that in the comments. I answer all of those. You can also join our Patreon. NFLdraft.net has its own Patreon. You can ask me for individual players, whatever you want. I will give that to you there on the Patreon. And like I said, you can find all of our information at NFLdraft.net. I'll see you next time. We're doing all 31 teams, and then we will do another full 3-round mock draft before we head to Indianapolis for the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine with our ESPN radio show, The Sportsocracy. I'm Jeremy Green. Find me on Twitter at ESPN Draft Nerd, and tighten up.
I'm unapologetic. Cancel, yeah, you can try. You can't cancel what's been tonight. I ain't been had a shit, no silver spoon inheritance. Tired of trying to be what other people want me to be, and now you get what you see.